In the still of the morning hours of November 18th, 2009, in the peaceful town of Vermilion, Ohio, crime so heinous that it would astonish and plague the town for years to come occurred. Julene Simcoe, age 31, awoke to a nightmare that no person could ever have dreamed of: a husband shot in their own home as they lay under the same roof. As she frantically searched for the phone and dialed 911 in an effort to save his life, she pleaded through shaken breathing for help to arrive as quickly as possible. Responders were left to deal with Jeremy Simcoe, age 36, who'd already succumbed to a shotgun blast to the back of his head from point-blank range. An even more confounding crime scene awaiting them. No sign of entry to their secure home, no sign of an intruder, and yet a .357 Magnum resting on the kitchen floor, an overturned chair, and prints of what appeared to be black gloves and mysterious footprints covering all of this, seeming to make no logical sense at all. In the years to come, this crime would go cold. Simmering tension building in the family circle, and aromas of curiosity being raised in the community about ever capturing the murderer of Jeremy Simcoe, or Jeremy and Julene Simcoe themselves, for posterity and history's sake. In fact, this all changed 4 years later, and an examination of personal papers and video footage began to unfurl what would turn out to be a story of far more complex elements than could ever have been imagined, all of which pointed to questions of who would ever truly consider oneself loyal, and two ever greater questions regarding the truth of trust and what is tantamount to any and all marriages to ever take place in history, including, and especially, this Jeremy and Julene Simcoe story. Asterisk. The morning of horror. Asterisk. It is November 18th, 2009. Tragedy awakens the town of Vermilion, Ohio. Julene Simcoe calls 911 with pure panic as her husband Jeremy lays fatally shot in their bedroom. A lone gunshot finished his life. Emergency services arrived to find Jeremy deceased and his body chilled to the point of being icy. A .357 Magnum rests on the floor of the kitchen. The home is in disarray. Dogs are tied up outside. Black gloves and footprints surround the scene. The home has been broken into with no signs of robbery. Not a thing adds up. The tranquil, rural living provided to Jeremy and Julene has come to an abrupt and devastating end. The investigation begins today. The police began to investigate the residents, then question the neighbors. There are strange sightings. Some are disputas, some are suspicions, but none of them pan out. Jeremy's contractor has an alibi. The neighbors remember nothing unusual, and there is no trace of foreign DNA. What began as a completely secure residence now sits at the epicenter of an impossible puzzle. It seems every clue leads exactly nowhere. Julene's story. Julene describes the events of the night extensively, ranging from the pumpkin canning she did with Jeremy and the disturbance that awoke her because she could not tell what was making the noise, to the firing of the warning shots and the 911 call. She placed everything fits into place until the police officers pick up the inconsistencies. She had loved the man she calls the husband, who was being pulled down by stresses involving property and financial matters. Uncovering secrets years later, police discover astonishing documents, pornographic photographs, contracts for role-playing activities, and a disconcerting contract for a master and slave. It is questioned whether Julene willingly became involved or if past experiences derailed the connection. Gossip about violence, jealousy, and possessiveness arises when the truth regarding the murder _MULIE_Facebook JP morning is revealed. One of the reasons 30 in the circumstances become increasingly suspicious. The cleaning of the gun to remove blood residue, unlocked doors with no DNA traces on them, and discrepancies in Julene's testimony. The detectives put her on the spot with evidence, questioning every minute detail. The case becomes more complex, leading them to question what actually happened that morning. Could there really have been an intruder? The answer might have been right in front of them. If you managed to read through that story and are shocked and amazed, then don't forget to like and comment below. If you think your friends and family should also read through that story, then you should definitely hit that sharing button.